Okay, so I see that you guys are meeting a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio here. Okay, but this person is really good at giving advice in matters of love here. This person's been watching you here. They've been watching you for a very long time here, to the point where they're not looking through their binoculars to see what you're doing here. They're very up close at this point here. Okay, so like this is one of those situations where you're like, okay, I can feel, like, you know how I was saying in my reads, you guys have, it's like, oh, I can feel my husband, so let's just say this is an example. Let's just say, oh, I can feel my husband. So if, it's like now, let's just say, how do I say that? I'm gonna just say it. I can feel my husband now. It's like, because the King of Cups is up close here. It's like, well, I don't sense them anymore. Like, it's like, it's my twin flame. I noticed that, like, the person that I met is my twin flame. Now all of a sudden, the cards that are not the cards that's coming out here is like a King of Cups who is not looking in the binoculars anymore, and that's confirmation for me that, okay, this is my twin flame and that's him. He's really close up now. So that's an example. It didn't make sense then. but but with the King of Cups here, this person is definitely wanting to open themselves up and share how they feel towards you here. Okay, this is someone who I guess you should be expecting, to say, hey, like, I do notice you here, and I'm, and I'm watching you, and I want to talk to you here. This person is also into the culture as well. Okay, I'm hearing also, this person is quite famous here. It's obviously like sarcasm. It goes, you might as well call, sorry, okay, if you might as well tell me I'm famous here, because I have a lot of people talking about me here. They want to know what I do, or what I something, but they're such a hater. You always have a hater. Thank you. They try to take me down. They try to, but all I do is get stronger and wiser. I'm trying to remember the words. So you might as well tell me I'm famous, because all I do is be me and you gossip away, right? So with the King of Cups here, there's a sense, there's a sense of, like, they're them. Okay, there is an island, and then there's water all around them here. But this island is getting small. Okay, or they like their island small. Okay, or they may like their circle small. Okay, and I see that their intuition, this cat or this familiar here, they like to catch the fishes around their island. Okay, but this person, like I said, they want to tell you how they feel here. Now, there's something on, there's something over this person's knees that goes to their ankle here, and it's kind of reminding me of like a see through or a transparent, like a veil. When you put a veil over the wife's head, okay, and it's not transparent, but it's really white. In this case, the veil is white. I mean, the veil is it's a piece of sheet or something, like a cloth or something like that, but it's a veil. It has that material, and it's black, and it's transparent here, and it has a spiral, like a seashell spiral, in the middle of his pants. I mean, in the middle of this sheet. So it's like he's wearing a blue robe, and then, like, past his knees, going to his ankle, there's like this black sheet, like a veil material here, and it's black, and like I said, it's transparent. It's like a really like black, you know what I'm saying? And it has a symbol of like the spiral. Okay, I think that's also the Fibonacci swirl. Okay, they did say that the Fibonacci swirl does not appear in all of nature, but I guess this person is the Fibonacci swirl. Okay, but yeah, I don't know what that means. This person may be into geometry or into mathematics. Okay, but um but yeah, there's that. Okay, I'm gonna get another card here. Let's see. And we have the King of Swords. I mean, the Queen of Swords here. So I feel like this is you and them here. You guys are coming off like, like you guys don't want a relationship here, but it's like, yeah, I notice you here. And I see that you're familiar, your intuition, your cat is like, I'm aware it's you. I'm aware. I see you. Okay. So this could be finally my ex and the ex best friends finally getting each other's attention here. It's really fucked up that she's doing that, but once we accept behavior like that, then it's like okay, I guess it's okay for us to, kill children here. I guess it's okay for the army, to, for us, for Ukraine to come for America, and I guess it's okay for people who are Americans to basically, be on their side and fuck up Americans as well. Okay, like that's totally okay. It's okay for me to talk about these things on social media, like these things, like or give secrets out. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like the way this is an example here. Like the way how you do things here, it's just an example here. But I feel this is important here because some of you guys could be getting with someone who's like this, and you're not supposed to be getting that with that person because that's this person's, you're a family member of theirs, you're a best friend of theirs here, or you guys did have a connection here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a form of like respect, but also it's like you have no morals and it's or values here. And I guess it's like when people are just like, well, what are you supposed to do? I mean, like, honestly, what do you mean what are you supposed to do? What I want him to do, what I want the mother to do, and her ex-boyfriend or her boyfriend or people in her family is to say that is not right. Because people, when people do that, even with family members, they be like, okay, you know what? I feel bad. It's sad that a whole group, a whole village had to tell you that you feel bad. Why wasn't you taught that in the first place? That's so like it's just so lame. But at the same time, it's like no, I want you guys to be a show. I want you guys to be, a message, and I want you guys to have children here, so that way your child could look at you, or your child could come out like you, and so your child could get fucked up, because we're not accepting that. It's rude, it's mean, it's crazy that we're putting down a child, but it's like if you have a child and your child is born in those circumstances, what I'm saying, what do you think is gonna happen to the child? The child doesn't know, but you still have a child. It's like you know that you're homeless, so you know that you're in a domestic violence relationship here, but you make the conscious decision not because you're scared. Confirmation. I don't know if you heard that. Not because you're scared, but you make the conscious decision to still have a child with this person because you're like, oh, I love you, but he's beating on you all the time. So how can he love you? He's cheating on you all the time. Oh, that's just our love language. So it went from cheating to hitting your ass. Like how? For some of you guys, this person could be Korean. Or this could be around the time when you were like, okay, when you guys are both laughing, it was like, nobody's gonna know, they're gonna know. Like, it could be one of those times. How is that? You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing for when your ex-best friend or your ex-boy or your ex-best friend boyfriend, that's a guy, gets with your girl, gets with this family member or something like, it's the same thing. And you what? No. You know what? If I get together, I'm gonna hook you up here since you want to desperately be with the chick, or since you want to desperately be with the dude, and then have a child. You're not thinking about other people. You don't think about how this is affecting other people. You don't think about the seeds. That's basically like incest. It's not correct. It's not right. I gave you something. I did this to you. I blah 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 blah, and you just like, well, I don't really care about that. It's different from you leaving a job and you're like, okay, I want to go do me. Okay, I got that, because there's nobody's breaking the law. It is what it is. I'm not even your best worker. And if I am your best worker, it's like, okay, I could teach somebody else. And if you really want me, then you can find a way. But it's not even about that here. It's about like, I showed you this and you just like, I don't really care. I just want to go after your man. But it's like, I made this. It is me. Why you want to go after this? Why are you so desperate? And honestly, you're a fraud. Like, what? Who mans is this? Obviously, like, I don't even know if your mother or your father's like that, but it's like, who mans is this, bro? Like, I'm just so shocked. Like, his mom just did some stuff like that. I was like, yo, like, you saw that your son had a life, or your son's life was looking a lot like your other side of the family. And you told me too, like, you're like, oh, like, she didn't say nothing, but you try to be like them. It's very obvious. You just try to stay relevant. Oh, nice cars, nice house, I have my own business, I have this. But it's like the minute, like, what's going on? You don't want to do it because it was a black girl? But then the white girl, you wanted to bring the white girl on board. And I know when I didn't go into business with you with your whole little makeup stuff. Because I'm like, honestly, I didn't want to do that, because I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm thinking in the long term, because it's like, at the end of the day, suppose push come to shove. It's like, you really think I want to be looked at as an image of makeup? Like, no, I'm looking for my intelligence. That's why I went for this field. That's why I love doing what I do. I like knowledge, and knowledge will always be around, not beauty. You know what I'm saying? Like, beauty, it's just rocks, and that's beautiful and everything, but how do you deal with rocks? How do you, like, what's the depth of rocks here? Like, that will get you further than appearances, because beauty is like on the outside, but intellect is on the beauty and the outside and the inside. That was half of the equation. You know what I'm saying with her? I want all of the equation. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not, and I didn't like explain that to her because I'm like, she just likes to gossip. And I was like, I think I did it because I was like, you know what? It's his mom, and this is a point, this is a part where we can bond, you know? But then it was weird. I just felt like a weird vibe, and I trust my vibe. Like, it was something in my chest. Like, it was weird. And I saw, like, she gave me all these things. I guess she was trying to, like, make me feel better, like, bribe me or something like that. But I was like, okay, whatever. But as soon as I took her stuff here, her clothes and stuff like that, the stuff that she gave to me, I didn't rob her, and still, she gave this to me. I gave all of it back to her, too, as well. Okay, I even have we're not discussing that, but I gave all of it back to her. As soon as I gave it to her, as soon as I took it home and stuff like that, I saw all these vines on my clothes. It was weird, and I couldn't shake it off. I was like, what is wrong? Like, what is going on? And I think it was a sign telling me that, like, it was connected, like roots, like everything is connected to these clothes, or like whatever she was involved in. It was bringing me into that realm as well, into her world. I literally saw vines, and I was like, what is wrong? And it was dark as vines. I was like, what is wrong? And I gave all that stuff back to her, and I said, I'm sorry, I don't want to do this anymore. I did it the polite way, and I was like, and I felt so much better. I felt like a huge weight has been lifted off of me. And you know why I think she liked the ex-best friend? Because the ex-best friend, she was also into beauty. She loved makeup. She loves makeup, and I'm like, I don't like that, but I'm not gonna lie, I did my makeup, and my makeup, I think that my makeup is better. You know what I'm saying? I think my makeup is way better, because I like the whole natural look. I don't like all those colors. It just doesn't, I mean, it looks nice for, like, clubs and stuff like that, but it's like, at the end of the day, what's everyday? What's realistic? Nudes. Natural looks. So, that's my thing. And I realize that I like makeup. But I like doing makeup like that, like nude. Like, it's beautiful to me. I feel sexy. I feel liberated. And it's to the point where I don't have to put that much makeup on. But I put makeup, because it does, I do feel like that style, it helps me. I'm not going to say, but it helps me in the long run. So in the future, I do. And I'm not going to lie, but, if you guys see my website in the past here, I did put up I didn't put up this stuff here, but I did put up some skincare and stuff like that. I'm not really into it right now because of my situation, but I'm still experimenting on my body, and it is really well. It works really well for me. So that's that. But yeah, like that's the situation here. So it's just really disgusting here. I'm talking about this topic here for a reason, because some of you guys are probably about to get involved with the person here that you're not supposed to be getting involved with. Like, no. I also noticed that the guys that I'm into, they're a lot like the person that I think my ex-boyfriend left me for. One of the reasons why, his cousin. But it's like, I don't like, and they don't act nothing like this dude. They don't act nothing like the dude. So, but I noticed that, like, that's the guy, and I feel like my ex-boyfriend, he's just like the odd boy out. So, but I don't know, they act nothing like him, and I'm not even attracted to him. Sorry, even though I made like a song that's connected to him, but it was like shade, honestly. But it's honestly one of those good. It's a really good song. I'm not gonna lie here, and I sung all my other songs, but this one, I'm like, this one is hitting, but I don't feel none of it. I feel like I'm just like a channeler, like, I'm just like a. And I'm just like, I don't feel nothing for this dude, but, I have a lot of love for him, like, as far as, like, friends and family, okay? He was cool peeps. Hopefully you guys can hear my voice, because I really don't, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't go there. We don't talk about Bruno, okay? So Shorty got a whole little situation right there, so we're not doing that. And even if he didn't, we ain't doing that, okay? Because we was already in that fan with that other person, and that's it. That's it. Nice. Okay, but yeah, you guys could be going through a situation like this, and not acceptable. But if that's not your messages here, if that's not your message here, then you guys, all is well. Like, everything's great. Everything's peaches and gravy here. You just need to make sure, like, you guys are not getting involved with anything like that, because that's not cool. Like, it really isn't cool. Like, I understand nobody's perfect, but, like, damn, like, like that's once, like only take 2 steps. You didn't have to go all the way to 10. Like Jesus. I'm hearing something about like delicious. This is like the title, like for real. Like it's like you didn't really have to go all the way there. Thank goodness I'm only tapping into like, yeah, I notice you, like with the Queen of Swords here. But if this is not your guys' message, then it's just an energy of like, okay, your person is catching your attention. They're close enough to not wear their binoculars anymore here. Not like, excuse me, read you out intuitively here. Okay. But, it's just like, okay, now what? We have the Hierophant here. Oh, this is so cute. I feel like eventually you guys are going to, like, have a relationship here. You guys are going to end up having kids here. Okay? Because it's like, yeah, I see you noticing me. And then, it's like from this one encounter, it's like, okay, fine, I'll marry you. Fine, like, we'll get into a relationship. Fine, we'll have a kid. And we'll have a house. We'll do it. You're really cute. I see you watching me from a distance. I saw you tapping into. It's like my twin flame. I don't know why I keep thinking about my twin flame, but it's like my twin flame is like, you notice that I'm watching. He's like, yeah, I see you. I see you. Yeah, I see you here. And it's like, okay, fine. I'll give in. Like, you are my twin. We're everything in the book. Yes, we didn't have that little spark. Or I had a spark with you, but you didn't have it with me. I feel like, like Avatar. When he was trying to break up with the girl, but then in the end, he, like, ended up, like, really loving her. It's like, fine, I'll be with you. I really love you. Like, towards the end of the world was going to end. It's like, I love you. But in this case, you guys don't break up. It's like you guys end up getting together. Borlin and the girl from Avatar Kara. And so, like, eventually you guys have 2 kids, and you teaching the kids. Whoever's, like, in this meditative energy here, like, someone's teaching the kids that. So it's like you have 2 kids, and where's the father? I don't know, but, like, let's see. The father is in his decision mode. Bree mode! They're, like, deciding. But, yeah. And what's so interesting, too? My twin flame, I've seen my twin flame so many times, or I went to, like, this region, this area so many times. Like, it's always, and that's how I knew, like, that's how I know. Like that's how I know, because it's, like, it's weird. Like, it's different. Like, I've kept revisiting, like, my mom. It's like when I first came over here to America, when I first went with my ex-boyfriend, even before my ex-boyfriend, like, when I came here to America, when, my mom, she did something, something like that. I know she went in that region, that area. I drove past the place, but it hasn't been like, like, it's been years. Like, it has, like, these big marks here, but these feels like milestones every time I always go back. Always go back to this region here. My mom, I drove past the place. My ex-boyfriend, it's like, and then now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, dude, like, and I'm just remembering, like, the flashes, and I'm like, you know what, this is it. But I think I'm gonna leave it at that, like, that's really what it is. But I put up a read thing, like, why I wanna, why I stopped, because I'm a little bit insecure. I feel like a little, like, kid. Like, I really feel like, I'm trying to get this guy's attention here, and it's like, oh my god, like, I've never felt that way before, Yeah, and I just cut the deck here. I saw the 5 of Swords and the Lovers here, and I guess he feels the same way about me, when the time comes, when I come around again, because, and it's like we're both playing mind games here, but, like, low-key, we want to hold each other's hands, okay? Like, you want to hold each other's hands and be like, okay, we're holding each other's hands, where's the ceremony? And then all of a sudden something falls on the floor, and it's like, all right, now that you guys have created the ceremony, now that you guys are bonded, okay, or married for life here, now it's time to, like, actually start investing into each other here, either having kids, looking for a home and stuff like that, so forth and so on. And yeah, like the green mask guy, like, yeah, Jim Carrey, right? So yeah.